Good evening. This is Team 3 Aahan, and our team members are Aurora, Douglas, Edith, Flora, Musaddique, and Ryan.
I'm Aurora. As a complete finisher, my strength would be search out errors to make sure everything in the right track. However, my downside would be slightly worried.
Hello, I'm Douglas. I'm good at clarifying roles and objectives, help decision making, and coordinate the team. But I'm lazy.
I'm Edith. I'm the shipper monitor evaluator. I challenge the teammates and drive them to manage obstacles and find different options for them. Maybe they will think me too critical.
I'm Flora, the resource investigator. I'm good at developing context, motivate the team to complete the task within time limit. However, I'm over-optimistic.
Hi, I'm Musaddique Parker. I am a team worker. I am cooperative, I listen to my team members, and I have a lot to contribute in my project. And my downside is that I can be easily influenced.
I'm Ryan. As a specialist of the team, I always provide planning and option and think twice before decision making, but sometimes lack of communication.
Our ranking of objectives are as follows. First is planning and control. Planning and control is the most important objective. If our planning and control is thorough, only then we can achieve time, quality, and cost. Our second objective is time, because if we exceed 140 days, we have to pay a penalty of £10,000 per day. Our next objective is quality. If we chose quality over cost because we wanted to use moderate quality suppliers, manufacturers, to make sure we minimize the risk of failure. And our last objective is cost, because initially in our planning we thought we had enough budget of £800,000.
For the risk management, we should identify and evaluate which event is affecting for the project. First, we should have the contingency plan, because the point of our game is take by turn. We will think about the next turn on the situation. For example, we forecast next 20-day activity and we will be affected to the critical path. Second, for the outsource management, there are almost half of activity lead to outsourcing, so we will carefully review all supplier and manufacturer. We will discuss on next part. For the resource allowance, as the previous has the game facing many change and variation, so we will keep some allowance on the designer and inspector based on the real situation. For those activities, we will aim to minimize, monitor, and control the probability of impacts for the unfortunate event.
So regarding the choice of suppliers and manufacturers, our priority is below: time over quality over cost. At first we chose the moderate suppliers, however the risk was not worth it. So we changed our strategy to choosing more expensive suppliers and manufacturers.
So let's move on to talk about compare plan and versus with the outcome. We did plot the S-curve, and we used two ways to do the calculation in terms of the cost and time in our project. Regarding the cost performance index, there will be 0.95, which is smaller than 1, and it reflects that it will be slightly over budget. Regarding the schedule performance index, there will be also like 0.82, which is smaller than 1, and it shows that it will be slightly behind on progress.
There are few learning outcomes after the completion of the simulation game. First of all, we should have a clear goal and objectives in mind since we have limited time and budget. Second, we find that planning and budgeting are so important for the beginning of the game, and we need to keep close control during the whole process. Third, teamwork, which is to get everyone involved. We want to make sure each of us has sense of belonging within the team, that we share the same information and make decisions together. Fourth, risk management is crucial. During the game, we assumed all parties have the risk of being delayed. That's why we booked enough designers, assemblers, tests, and inspections in advance. Lastly, when it comes to decision making, we should evaluate our losses for the whole project. For example, it is better to spend few £1,000s on inspections than losing more than £200,000 on penalty.